I come check it out?
Yeah. It's just time between my guy that actually started working for me.
You don't even have to get in it, right?
For a minute if you don't want.
So, Cameron's building a 350Z.
Oh yeah?
That, I want a 350Z that,
Order you paying them.
that,
I thought it was concrete.
he's getting people to donate parts, and he's doing the whole thing in his garage, and he'll get, hopefully in 6 months after the summer's over and he does some stuff with it, he'll sell it and make
Nice.
some money.
There you go.
So he's got a
That's
motor
what's up.
for it,
Wow.
seats.
Yeah, I already said my baby keeping it.
Yeah. So you're gonna like it so much because you put so much work into
It's
it.
kind of a turd, but he's turning it into
A turd with them suit.
Yeah, exactly. Just don't pull any door panels on.
All right, thank you guys for tuning in. We're trying to get it set up properly. It's the first time we've done it like this with remotely, same person in the same room. We've done a lot of the split screen stuff. So leave us a comment. Let us know how it's working for you guys. We'll be checking comments momentarily. I have a super special guest for you guys tonight. I think I've said it multiple times. Like, you're really making waves with what you're doing, Riley. I've known Riley for a little bit, probably about a year now. Riley's always been super supportive of other stuff I've done, the Dirty Dooner show. He participated in a toy drive with us. He's an off-road guy. He's a avid boating guy, and tonight I thought we'd have him on a little bit to kind of talk about what he's doing with this product, Nauti Shine, where it came from, and kind of all that stuff. It's something you guys should definitely check out. Towards the end of the show, Riley will kind of talk about where you can purchase it locally or on your website, wherever. So I introduced to you guys Riley Harshman. And Riley, why don't you give us a little rundown of...
Thank you, Jake.
Yeah,
thanks for having me on. This is fun. It's nice to be part of such a great industry, such a fun industry, and appreciate what you are doing for the industry, and Jake, and helping support your family, and working at Rolly White RV, and you've made a really good name for yourself in the Phoenix area and beyond, and so you and your wife Kayleen, and we just first of all, we want to thank you, and I want to give a shout out to Cooper Waite, who, poor guy, is laying in a hospital bed today with really bad issues with his stomach, and so my heart goes out to him and his beautiful wife, and so we're thinking of you, Cooper, and you know, we don't have anything without our health, so we're thinking of you guys. But Jake, once again, thanks for having me, and for those of you that don't know me, I'm passionate about boating. I'm passionate about, we've always grown up calling it going to the lake, going to the river, and so I started out as a detailer working for Jim and Debbie Hayes, who was the Mastercraft dealer here in Phoenix, Arizona for many, many years, and they have a wonderful reputation, wonderful people. And so when I was about 17 years old, I started there as a detailer, and they were patient enough and watched me stumble around. And then next thing you know, I went to work for a detail operation at the Scottsdale Air Park, and learned even more there, and across from the Schumacher Mercedes dealer there off of Bucharest. And long story short is detailing is in my background. Grew up going to the lake, going to Powell, going to Havasu, and just overall, it's my passion. It's my passion. Matter of fact, my main job is water related, and I work for a fantastic operation. A&A Manufacturing is my main job, besides my detailing that I do on the weekends, and now Nauti Shine. But A&A Manufacturing, for those of you that don't know, is a in-floor cleaning manufacturing company, skimmers, drains. I'm fortunate enough to be a manufacturer's rep, and so I'm surrounded by water. I love water, always have loved water. And then, as Jake mentioned, I've been lucky enough to get to do a little bit of off-roading too. That's in my blood. And so that's my story. I promised myself I wasn't going to ramble on too long, but long story short is as being a detailer for really since about 1997, I started messing with stuff, and I grew up next to a chemist who created a lot of these detailing products, and maybe it was luck, and got to work side by side with him and been connected with him for many, many years. And so with my knowledge and with his knowledge, I was able to formulate Nauti Shine. Nauti Shine is definitely a passion of mine, aside from the detailing and all that I've done for so many years. But Nauti Shine is a fantastic product, and I was giving it to friends, and I was giving it to family, and I was, concocting it on my own. And finally, my wife's like, Heidi's like, "Why don't you package that? Why don't you sell it?" And like, "Oh, I'm just too busy, and I don't know." And she encouraged me to start Nauti Shine. So, of course, Nauti as in nautical, and kind of unique name, and that was kind of fun. We tease each other about Nauti Shine, and so I think Jake, we really wanted to kind of keep it family oriented. We didn't really want it to go to the other side, but it's a fun name. It's a fun product. It's a lifestyle that we live. And Jake, I saw him posting pictures the other day of spraying it on some Can-Ams that he was working on. So it's designed and specifically designed for the marine application. I didn't ever want to go into the car detailing products just because it's saturated. And my passion, I think, I love cars and off-roading and everything, but my passion is definitely boating and being at the lake and being at the river because it's family oriented. And whether you're skiing, whether you're wake surfing, whether you're riding your jet ski, or whether you're in your fishing boat, these are our investments, and we want to take care of them. And at the end of the day, this is a product that it's no miracle juice. If you don't take care of your boat or your watercraft, this isn't going to magically take care of it for you.
Yeah.
But if you maintain your boat, this is going to help you maintain it. So our good buddy Dave Johnson at River Dave's place, he took me under his wing early on in this voyage, and he says, you know what? Let's call it Nauti. Nauti makes your boat nice. So
that should be your slogan right there.
Yeah,
that's a good slogan.
That's Dave. We're going to give Dave the credit for giving our slogan. So,
well, I got to say this. Dave says some harebrained stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that, it really makes sense when you think about it. So.
Yeah. So I think we talked about River Dave for a minute too, and he took you under his wing.
Absolutely.
And he has developed a heck of a name for himself. And I was with him down in Needles at the boat and hot rod show. If you guys haven't ever seen that show and you like cool boats and you like hot rods and you love the river, and do yourself a favor, make time I think it's I can't remember the weekend at all, but if you look up Route 66 Needles Hot Boat Show, Billy B.
I was going to say Billy B's.
Yeah, Billy B puts it on with the Chamber of Commerce of Needles, and man, am I passionate about that weekend. It is everything cool. So, where do we go from here?
Okay, so my thought is you got a cool name, Nauti Shine, got a cool logo. Let's talk a little about the product. What sets your product apart from other hard water spot removers? I know it's not just a hard water spot remover. I used it on some Can-Ams the other day. I wanted to try it before we sat down for the show. Mm-hmm. But what makes it different? Obviously, you've got a detailing background. A neighbor who's a chemist who kind of put those ideas in your head. Mm-hmm. When I was using this, something I noticed that it's different is it doesn't stink like ass. Like it smells good. It's friendly, and you get on your hands. It's not terrible. It washes right off. I mean, what sets this product apart?
So probably the biggest thing that separates it from a lot of the different ones that are on the market. Is mine a whole lot different from the other ones on the market? No. Am I here to talk bad about anybody else's that are on the market? No. It's kind of like whether you like Mastercraft, you like Malibu, you like Hallett, you like Nordic. I mean, they all do a really good job. But more than anything, I think what separates me from the other ones out there is it's formulated with years and years of experience. And the biggest thing is, and with an experienced background, is holy moly, it's 100 freaking degrees outside. We're tired. We don't really want to wipe the boat down. So let's just get home and we'll get up early in the morning, or we'll deal with it later. And a lot of people say, oh no, the first thing we do is I just make the family tough it out and we wipe the boat down. Well, at our house, in our group, sometimes it's got to wait till tomorrow. So I wanted something that was easy to deal with. I wanted, my experience says different things, exhaust residue, spills, suntan lotion, all these different things that we deal with being a long day on the boat.
Yeah.
I wanted a product that didn't really just do water spots, but left a sheen. These days, like all the new outboards, I'm a huge outboard fan. So all the new outboards, they all come with a cowling around pretty much the whole engine until down to the lower unit. So I wanted something that was not going to be too harsh, that was going to really distort the plastics, because they scuff real easy, and you don't want to put too much abrasives on the plastics. And long story short is, with some help from a friend of mine, a little bit of experience from the swimming pool industry, we formulated Nauti Shine, and it's just an all-around good cleaner. Now, on the interior, if you have dust, it's been sitting in the garage all summer, or it's been a couple months since you've gotten it out, or Nauti Shine's a great thing to just wipe the dust off with, right? And I'll go ahead and mention it now that we have Nauti Grime coming out. Nauti Grime will be more of an all-purpose cleaner. So, on the tow from home to the river or to the lake, and we run through some crud on the road. A lot of that stuff, road grime that gets in the boat from towing, we'll be able to wipe it down, and it's going to be a little bit more of a all-purpose cleaner that's going to, all these new foam flooring that we're dealing with, swim steps, floors, so many unique overall interior fabrics. Oh my gosh, this stuff is going to be so cool, because so much of that stuff is very finicky, and we have to be so careful and not be too abrasive and this stuff. So it's going to be called Nauti Grime, and so that'll give us another twist on shine, grime, a little bit of rhyme. So but yeah, Nauti Grime's coming out. It should be out next week. And what separates Nauti Shine most of all is just the experience that I have of 20 years in the detailing business, and Riley's Specialty Detailing. A lot of you guys have seen posts on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm trying to be better at social media. And just, it's one of my passions, is definitely the detailing. And but long story short is, we're giving it our best shot to give you a product that works good, that kind of goes with our lifestyle of a family atmosphere. And why does a cleaning product have anything to do with a family atmosphere?
I think it has more to do with the family atmosphere than a lot of people think. I mean, teaching your kids good habits. One thing I like that you said is Nauti Shine, you can use it on everything. It's sitting in the garage all winter. Because in Arizona we go from like 50 degrees to 120 degrees in a week.
It's true.
So you want to take the boat out. We're here at Wolf Water Sports. We were just talking to Cole. He's getting busy. So, guys have their boat that's sitting in the garage all winter long. They say, hey, we want to go to the lake this weekend. We clean the boat and we put it away. But let's wipe it down. So great product. Spray it on everything, wipe it all down. There's been a few questions. Does it streak? I think your wife got on and said, no, it doesn't streak. I can attest to that. It doesn't streak.
And so many times, no matter what cleaner you're using, oftentimes what makes the product streak is the towel you're using. If you use a towel that has fabric softener of any sort, if your Tide has Downy in it, your boat's going to streak. We want you to use a basic fabric or a basic wash detergent with no fabric softener in it. So, I can never get my windows clean. Well, it's the rag you're using. If that rag's been rolling around in the compartments in your boat for months, chances are it's not the cleaner, it's the rag. So many people give false info on a product, but really what it boils down to is it's
The
a
other stuff you're using with the product.
contaminated rag.
Yeah.
So always start with a clean rag. That's probably my biggest thing. But no, not streaking that. And the other thing is when we're using these products, it's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot outside oftentimes. So that's one of the nicest parts about this is if you're using a clean rag with so many different products out there, you spray it on, you got to buff it in, and then you got to buff it out. The nice part about my product is you don't have to buff it out. You spritz it once, twice over it, and it's clean. So,
How does it work on saltwater?
well, it's a funny thing you mentioned that. I talked to a guy today on Instagram. I'm sitting at lunchtime today and doing what we do, unwinding for a few minutes, and I'm thumbing through, and a guy out of Long Beach reaches me who drives a tugboat. How cool of a job is that? Drives a tugboat. He reaches out to me, hey, how does it work on saltwater? I'm like, you're gonna freak out when you see how good this works. So I don't care if you're on a jet ski. If you're a boat lover, it doesn't matter if you're in a canoe. It doesn't matter if you're on a jet ski. It doesn't matter if you're on a sailboat or if you're fishing. You just love the water. You love to be on a boat. That's one of the things, motor around on a jet ski for a few hours, and I think you'll realize how much fun that is. But yeah, this is designed for all watercraft. If you're a guy that likes to take care of your canoe, pontoon, whatever. It's really designed to be user friendly. Leave a sheen when we're done, and there's a lot that goes into this. Like, you got to think of so many things, and you start adding chemicals and mixing this and mixing that, and oh my gosh. So what are some of the comments that we're getting there?
All right, so the saltwater one is from Evan. So Evan runs a club called V-Hole Powerboats Club. Going to Catalina with him in a few months,
Awesome.
and we'll have to. I'm going to take a ball out to you, Evan. We'll try it on your. He's rebuilding a Scarab right now, which is a really cool boat.
Yeah.
One of the one that says this would have been great to have back in the '90s. Your dad used to make us wipe this boat down in the middle of the lake. This is must be from a Brad Foudry.
Yeah, he's a family friend of ours. Nice to hear from you, Brad.
Is it for upholstery? I think we answered that one. Yes, you can use it on upholstery.
You can use it on upholstery. Is it going to pull grime out of the upholstery? It's not, but Nauti Grime is coming out, and it will. I'm a huge fan. For those of you that don't know what a magic eraser is, they sell them at the depot. They sell them at Walmart. They sell them pretty much anywhere. I buy mine on Amazon. I get like a 20-pack for, I think, under $10, and that really helps pull the grease, the grime, the suntan lotion, the dirt, all this stuff off of our upholstery, along with the detergent type cleaner that Nauti Grime will be.
Yeah.
That's the detailer secret. A lot of you guys already know this, avid boaters, but so many of our boats have white interior in them. Magic Eraser is that's the cat's meow.
Yeah,
so
it's multi-purpose, for cleaning a boat or even off-road toys. I always go back to off-road toys. Todd Cavalleo, Todd's said a few comments. I think he's having a hard time. He says, Naughty this year, Sauce last year, Candy year before. What separates you from them, Riley? I'm going to answer that question a little bit, is that I've used, other products in the market, and what I've found with other products is that I've mentioned it before, the smell. A lot of them are very, very high vinegar based, and a lot of them is it might take the water spots off. What I noticed with Naughty Shine the other day when I used it was it actually when you're done with it, it looks like you detailed something.
Yeah.
And you've said sheen multiple times. It looks like you've detailed it. It looks like you've wiped it down with a microfiber rag, and it leaves a high gloss on it too.
Yeah.
Something that made it maybe even like cheap plastic on the Can-Am that I did. It still looked like it had a gloss on it. So Todd, it's different, and I'm telling you, it's different because it's got hard water spot remover. It's got detail spray, and then plus it's got that high gloss finish. It's just a different product.
And same thing, whether you're using a dirty rag, my our product is not going to take your old tarnished boat and make it look brand new again.
Yeah.
If your boat is not routinely maintained, it's probably not any magic snake oil. But at the end of the day, if you are avid about keeping your stuff nice and you routinely wipe it down, I think you'll find that mine is by far the most user friendly.
Yeah. What about some of these products? I can remember going to the lake, when I was my teenage years, and I had a buddy who was a cheap ass, and they just sprayed vinegar on it. Mm-hmm. And it dries out your hands, and you lose everything stinky.
And quite honestly, that's how the majority of us took care of our boats for many, many years.
Yeah.
And I saw what that was doing, and vinegar is a really good. I mean, you should use it for cleaning your floors, for cleaning your shower surround. It's harsh. It's harsh. And the nice part about what we do is with having a chemist in my back pocket helped me put this together with my automotive detailing experience. So oftentimes detailing in the sun in our gnarly heat, people don't. It's hard for people to really fathom in other parts of the country what we deal with. Like, you got a microfiber over your head and one on your shoulders because it's burning so bad, Yeah. So the nice part about this is by being hooked up with the chemist is I was able to lay all this out on the line and say, hey, this is what we're up against. This is what we're doing. These are some other products that work really good, but I just want to be a little better.
Yeah.
And so after testing and oh man, that's burning my hands, or it's burning my nose, and so that's how we came up with this. And most of all, I'm not here to bash anybody else's stuff. It's about, does it work good for you? 3 people in a row could all give you different opinions, whatever the case may be. But I'm confident that you'll like it. I'm confident that it works. The feedback that we've gotten has been tremendous, and the orders are piling in. I mean, we never anticipated that. I've had my mom, she's a snowbird here in Phoenix, and I've had her over helping the guys in the shop fill bottles, and it's been overwhelming. So thank you guys who follow us, who like us on Instagram and Facebook, and the whole social media thing is so much fun, and everything from wake surfing to fishing to jet skis. I'd like to know that it's going to work for you in all those different areas. So, and I'm one of those guys that I like to take care of the trailer just as much as I like to take care of the boat. So I want it to work on the wheels. I want it to work on the fenders. All the anodized and aluminum and polished stainless. And there's so many different finishes these days that to come up with something that's going to not irritate, okay, this is chrome and raised, and this is stainless, and that's brushed aluminum, and the trailer's gloss, and the wheels are flat black, and holy smokes, like to have something that's going to be as functional as this was no easy feat. So
one of the, and actually it was asked by Evan again. So I'm going to ask this one: does it have a protectant quality?
So the biggest thing that, does it have wax in it? Well, at the end of the day, I don't want to give up my secret, but it's one of those things that, there again, it's not going to make your boat new again. It will definitely, if you maintain it, my product is going to help you maintain it. Mm-hmm. But as far as does it have UV in it, or does it have all these different technical questions, I'm going to be honest with you, and if anybody knows me, I'm going to shoot you straight. I'm going to tell you that most of that stuff is BS. What is on the label and what is the real deal is oftentimes 2 different things. So my product has some wax in it, but I can't claim that, oh, it has UV or, oh, it has this or that. At the end of the day, you need to buy a wax, which we have a wax coming. You need to buy a polish to remove the oxidation. A lot of those different products have more than my product in it. Mine is a maintainer. Mine is going to help you keep the boat looking the way it should. Now, I would recommend hiring a detail specialist to let them do what they do to bring your boat back to new and then help maintain it with Nauti Shine. So
how does it work on ceramic coating? Ceramic coating's kind of a buzzword.
The buzzword in the industry. I mean, we get so many calls on a regular basis about ceramic coating. So, ceramic coating, let me set everybody straight. And there'll be a few people that tell me that I'm wrong, and if so, I apologize. But I'm here to tell you that ceramic coating is like putting an extra clear coat on your boat. So, if you are going to go home and you're going to sleep tonight and you're going to go to work tomorrow, chances are you're going to take a shower, right?
Yep.
You're not going to just put cologne on and go to work.
It depends on the day. It depends what the night before looked like.
So we need to prep the surface before we need to prep the surface before we put a ceramic coating on. So that's a major process, whether it's a new boat or whether it's an older boat. But long story short, will this work with ceramic coating? Yes. Ceramic coating is a protective coating you put on the surface of your boat, your car, your RV, your jet ski, all the stuff. It's a wonderful product.
Yeah.
And it's given protection that for a long time we didn't have. So, waxes break down and this kind of stuff break down, and ceramic coating doesn't break down. So over time, of course, it will. And if you use, if we were to squirt this boat with some sort of degreaser or some sort of heavy solvent, it would come right off. But with that being said, is this there again will help maintain your ceramic coating. If your ceramic coating isn't going to be smooth to the touch or anything unless you use a product like mine. So if your boat's ceramic coated and you spent the money, and whether it's on your RV or whatever it is, and you decide to use Nauti Shine, it's gonna help you maintain it there again.
Yeah.
It's not gonna hurt it. By any means will it hurt it.
What about hard water on chrome surfaces, tailpipes? For a lot of these hot rod boats, we were just in the office talking about hot rod boats. With the big headers coming out. We'll work on that. Obviously, those headers, those tailpipes, they see extreme temperatures.
Yeah, valve covers, the sort of thing. So, if you have old water spots that have been on there for whether it's weeks, months, years, whatever the case is, my cleaner is not a magic potion to remove years of lack of maintenance.
Yeah.
But if you maintain it and you routinely use my product to take care of the spots, it's gonna maintain them.
Yeah.
Now, if you leave them on over years, you bought a used boat and no one's taking care of it, and you say, "Oh, this Nauti Shine doesn't work." Well, it's not a miracle. It's not a professional detail job in a bottle.
Yeah.
So we just want to make sure that that's well known.
Yeah.
And but yeah, at the end of the day, when you maintain your boat, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, this is what you're going to want to use to maintain your boat.
Yeah.
Over at the Needles Boat Show, I was fortunate enough to meet so many good people and so many cool boats, and pass out tons of product. And one of the guys from up in the Bay Area bought 5 gallons. He does a lot with wounded warriors and stuff up there, and same thing. It just if you maintain it, this is going to do nothing but help you. So
where can people find it? I mean, I don't want to say we're getting towards the end, but we're getting towards the end a little bit.
Yeah.
Where can people find it? What's your website?
So if somebody wants to help Like I said, I have a job that requires a lot of my time, and with the help of some guys in our shop and my wife and my mom's a snowbird. She's been in town helping. So if somebody wants to reach out and become an Amazon, buy it wholesale and become a person that wants to sell it on Amazon, I'm looking for that. Unfortunately, there's not enough time in the day for me to do everything. So if somebody wants to reach out to me and become a wholesale distributor of Nauti Shine and wants to get it on Amazon, that's probably the next stepping stone. Mm-hmm. But right now, it's straight to the consumer on nautishine.com. And apparel is coming, and Naughty Grime, and a really nice wax that I've been using for years that I'm not going to do anything but just offer it to you guys. I want you guys to have access to it. It's a cleaner wax that works so good that will help with some of those gnarly stains that on exhaust and valve covers and swim or steps on your boat trailer and all this kind of stuff. Good protection. So that's coming soon. Naughty Grime is fun business that we're in, and it's so cool. It's so detailing is rewarding. It feels good.
Get to see a product.
Yeah,
you get to
see how it works. Yeah. So we're hoping that somebody will step up and become an Amazon vendor for us. I know that we have the potential, and I brought Cameron Alford on. If you go to @CameronAlford, Alford, Alford, he's a partner of mine who's doing this and has helped so much develop the logo, develop the website, do so much, doing a lot of the shipping for us. We're overwhelming him. I think that he bit off I made him bite off a little more than he anticipated. But so I'm looking for an Amazon vendor. I'm looking for someone to take Naughty Shine and take it for people to grab a hold of it on Amazon. We all like Amazon. We all want to go Prime. It's convenient. We're on the way home from the lake. Dude, I just used my last bit of Naughty Shine and we need to reorder it.
2-day free shipping.
Yeah. And then of course you mentioned Cole at Wolf Water Sports here in Mesa, Arizona, and what a good guy. Man, we're so thankful to be partnered up with him.
Yeah.
I came in to talk with him one Saturday, and he freaking took me under his wing and said, let's do this. So he's got a store in Havasu too. I don't know if you knew that. He opened a new store in Havasu.
And they carry Naughty Shine too?
They carry Naughty Shine too. They opened up, they're the Mastercraft dealer in Havasu, so we're so excited for them. And Cole and I have become great friends, and he's expecting a baby. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
So his beautiful wife Lexi, and we've been seeing posts on Instagram about them having a baby and watching him grow this dealership under his own name and Wolf Water Sports, and we're looking for more vendors. We understand another outside sales guy that I have has been hitting all the local vendors, local shops, and where it's easy for people to grab. We've got some that is a couple online companies, one in Tennessee, one here locally. We're reaching out to all the big vendors to house this. But right now, Wolf Water Sports, our biggest carrier of Naughty Shine, and Amazon. That's where we think we need to be.
NaughtyShine.com. Can't forget that one.
Yeah,
if you want to just get it straight from the source. I'm a true believer in, I do believe it needs to be in shops. It needs to be sold by other people. But, support Riley. NaughtyShine.com. That's the easiest way. Riley, gets the profits from that. Riley's able to grow from that directly. Mm-hmm. And so we've gotten a few questions. Who carries in the Bay Area? Rich Alvis, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you know anyone in the Bay Area that wants to carry it, if your local shop, pitch it to them. Reach out to Riley. That's how products like this, they really make even more waves. That's a term I keep on using, but it really is like, let's help it grow. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to have Riley on the show tonight. Is I believe in what Riley's doing. I know that whatever Riley does, he puts his whole heart into it. There's a lot of passion involved in it. And you've got the experience with detailing as well as with boating. So you're a consumer and you are the developer of the product. Correct. And when you get a product like that, it just works. Right. It works and it comes together. And
yeah, so we're backed by passion. We're backed by enthusiasm, by being in the industry. I'm lucky enough to have a center console fishing boat that we've been able to take out of San Diego and chase yellowtail and Dorado, and we've had it down in all the lakes chasing bass and chasing stripers. And then I've got a 21-foot outboard boat that the girls love to get a little wind in their face, and I'm out with my good buddy Kenny and running up and down the banks of the lake, splashing the walls on a jet ski, and so we when it comes to it doesn't matter. I've had fun in a canoe, so I think if you like to be on the water and you like a boat, and at the end of the day, it's definitely backed by passion. Yeah, definitely backed by passion. Mm-hmm. A good friend of mine here locally, he in the early days had some big, beautiful power boats, DCB, and running down the lake, and like, oh my gosh. I guess in the boating, what we say is we always like to have a friend that has a boat, So Mark Clark in Speed Sports, and he brought me under his wing with his dad and brother and family, and we have made some great memories up on Lake Powell in their DCB, running down the lake super fast. Yeah. And just knowledge, just experience, passion, fun, and it's nice to be in the industry. Yeah, it's nice to be in the industry, have a product you believe in, family oriented, and we just feel like we want to share. It's a good product first and foremost. It's a good value. Yeah. Secondly, and it's backed by passion and knowledge. So that's my sales pitch. So.
Well, thank you, Riley. So for the questions that we didn't answer, I'll go back after this and we'll talk about it a little more. I think one was, Rich Alvis, you're talking about distribution, and they're in Northern California. That's something too that I'm not a distributor of this product. Riley's a great friend. We become friends through separate things, but one of the things about having people on this show is I like to help them as much as I can. So if it means, I can help you get it to other places and other shops, that's what I'll do too. Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been a very successful show. We've had a solid 40 viewers, which is a great show. And obviously we'll see kind of what the views are after this show. Mm-hmm. You guys, Riley is super passionate about this Nauti Shine. He's got Nauti Grime coming out, which you will display a little bit on social media. And shows, social media. You'll see on his social media. He's got a social media guy working for him, around the clock to help him with stuff. Obviously, you can tell it's powered by passion. You're a detailer as well. You like to see nice shit, and I think that's one thing. Me, you, Cole, we like nice stuff. Yeah. And I got to give a shout out to Cole as well. We're here at Wolf Water Sports in Mesa. So not next week, but the week after, we're going to be back here at Wolf Water Sports. Maybe we'll ask Riley to join us too to talk a little bit about their new Havasu shop. Cole's a great dude who is expanding his business, Mastercraft dealership. Yeah, that carries Nauti Shine. Right, and Ridge came from the Central Valley up in the Fresno area, came to Phoenix, got his feet wet. And now we sunk him. I'm sure, Ridge, I'm sure you're watching. We're proud of you, bud. Thanks for helping Cole and getting the new store off and running. And we're looking forward. Oh,
Havasu Boat Show next weekend.
Let's talk about Havasu Boat Show really quick before we end, and let's talk about Desert Storm. What's your plans for Havasu Boat Show?
Havasu Boat Show, going to be real close to Cole. This is going to be our first big boat show. We did the local boat show here in town, which was the Expo.
Yeah.
Got a lot of product handed out. Got a lot of stickers handed out. All kinds of fun stuff. Met a lot of nice people. We had a friend of mine, Cooper, working that one, and his wife, and I jumped in the truck with my wife, and we boogied to Needles to work that show, and so we're excited to get to the Havasu Boat Show next weekend. Man, just finally spring is here, dude. It's getting hot. It's no matter what you're into, and the season starts heading that way.
Yeah.
So the Havasu Boat Show, come see us. Come grab a sticker. Come introduce yourself. I'm horrible with names. I know faces, but come say hi. Come talk to me about Nauti Shine. The first thing everybody does is open the top and, how does it smell? I mean, it's the craziest.
I'm going to do it right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it right now because I smelled it yesterday. And
yeah.
It smells like cantaloupe, guys.
Cantaloupe.
Just so you know, cantaloupe.
Right. Some
yeah,
people
I like
don't
cantaloupe.
like cantaloupe, but that's okay. And then River Dave and myself and a good friend of mine, Spring Break Racing, who has the baddest boat on the West Coast right now.
Which one, though?
Yeah.
Which
one?
one?
He's got two. And the baddest boat on the West Coast, the Center Console MTI with quad 400s.
Yeah.
I've been fortunate enough at the end of the day, I've been up there helping him, getting it cleaned up and detailed and working on it. And we shot a video recently. I don't know if you guys saw it on social media. Cameron Alford, he is my partner, and he did some killer videography. And we've had so much success with that video. It's going crazy. It's showing up all over the place. So that was fun. But yeah, it'll be Spring Break Racing, River Daves, and Nauti Shine.
Yep.
So
that's for Desert Storm. As far as the Havasu Boat Show, next weekend.
So
not this weekend, coming up. Next weekend, he will be there. Evan, I think he said Havasu Boat Show. Yeah, Riley will be there, close to Wolf Water Sports. So go check out Nauti Shine. Go check out Wolf Water Sports.
It's a good weekend to kick off the season, do a little boating, hang out at the show. It's crazy. That town has so much good food. Obviously, I like to eat. So go to Havasu, kick the season off, come to the boat show, get some boating in, and
2 weeks later, Desert Storm.
Back again.
And I'm sure you guys will see more of Riley from Desert Storm because we're going to be walking around with this thing, doing some live stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Desert Storm will be a good time and also great success for you.
Thank you. And most importantly, most everything, you guys stay safe on the water. Stay sober, stay safe, and Jake, thank you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks to Cole. And
thank you, Cole.
Yeah, thanks, Cole. Thanks, Wolf Water Sports and Mastercraft Dealer, and appreciate everything that you do for the industry. You stepped out on a limb to start this show, and man, is it fun! It's fun. So
I'm not for anyone that doesn't know. We'll end with this. I am a boater, but obviously my passion is more off-road. But as I have been doing more and more of this show, man, I love the industry. I love guys like you. I love Cole. It's been fun to hang around boats. It's been fun to see, the success that these companies share with each other.
It's a lifestyle, dude.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle. So
I just got to get to the point where I can afford one of these.
I know. I know. You're working hard. Keep on pushing those RVs. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So thanks to Facebook Live. Thanks to River Dave's YouTube page.
Yep.
And thanks again. Appreciate it. It's been fun.
It has been.